Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I'm just preparing some cards for today's little reading. We're going to take a look and see any messages that you need to know right now as we move forward into these next few days. So, as always, please remember that these are general readings. Not everything will resonate for you, so just take that does and leave the rest. We've got sacrifice at the bottom of the deck, so that is prosperity begins under that. So sacrifice is seeing something from a different perspective. It's releasing one thing in order to move forward with something else. The hand's not able to have both at once. There needs to be a releasing of something in order to bring something else forward, or in order to receive something that is in more alignment with your higher perspective. So in order for that, for you to be able to take that leap of faith, that risk, that follow that calling, the initial change of perspective is what's needed to the overall situation in order for you to be able to release that, move on. And the other aspect in regards to sacrifice is somebody may have intentionally or unintentionally put you in a position where you've been thrown under the bus or about to be, and it's a matter of survival of the fittest, every man, woman for themselves. It's either you're going under, or in order for them to save themselves, or you need to wake up quickly, change your perspective and get out of the situation or remove yourself so that it backfires onto the person that's doing all of that. Okay, so that's for someone. We've got here victory and success, awareness, rejoice and celebration, spiritual strength, foundation and achievements, hope, solar plexus and heart chakra. Okay, so it feels that we are looking on from the sacrifice. So for some of you, you may have already seen something from a higher perspective, made a decision to release one situation and move forward into the next. For others of you, you're in a strong position right now. I'm also seeing, just randomly, I was just seeing like a signal. So it's not the same, but you know when they choose the new pope and then everyone's waiting for the smoke to change, that's the signal. It's letting people know a result or an answer, or a baby shower, they pop the balloon and it's either pink or blue sparkles and stuff, to let everyone know instantly that that's the decision or the choice that's been made. So it feels something like that. So you're in a winning position or a strong position, but the call is going out by others or someone else about you. So there's something in regards to awareness. So if this is you, you may have made a good judgment call, or you could have predicted something, or you have been able to see something from a higher perspective, which is why we're being shown the hanged person in the traditional tarot, that sacrifice card, you were able to foresee something and either remove yourself in the right amount of time, or you were able to see a higher perspective which illuminated something that others already suspected or had a gut feeling, or there's something, if it's connecting to work, that you're the right person for the job. That's what's being announced. Yeah, an announcement, not a call. So we've got here the rejoicing celebration. So it's a cheers moment. So it's a signing a contract for some of you, signing a deal and toasting with a drink of some kind to celebrate. It's a collaboration, or it's just a celebrating a sense of self, because there's something with the awareness that there feels like a gratitude energy that comes with it. So you're feeling grateful, or people are grateful for something that you've shown them. We've got here spiritual strength. So there's something connecting with your faith, your belief, or your protection from the spirit realm. You could work within a spiritual business of some kind. Yeah, that spiritual strength, it feels as well that either it was doubted at some point, or you could be up against somebody that is either another version of you, or they're mimicking you or pretending to be you or like you, something like that. Whatever that is, if that's somebody trying to mimic you with the work you do, or your spiritual values or beliefs, something along that. If there's somebody that's mimicking you, then they will be being exposed. They already have in some cases. There's something about this that's giving me like a tower kind of feeling. So we'll go into that deeper, we'll be able to see. But you may not even actually be aware of who this person is, or what this situation is. The reason I'm seeing it is because I'm seeing a group of beings around somebody, and it's like a semicircle around. It's almost like the spirit realm saying, make your next move, because we're going to show you ours. So something humbling about the situation, or it was predicted, or they had their chance, or something like that. That feels like it could be a bit of a side story for someone. But know that it's definitely in hand, without a doubt. I'm seeing it, a semicircle around either you as a protection, or it's whoever is mimicking you or doing something. They are being surrounded, and it's like just they're all stood still, just watching whoever it is in the center. Yeah, if it's you that they're surrounding, which I'm sure if it is, then you're being listened to, or it's like you're talking and they're listening and they're taking it all on board. That's one aspect. Whereas if it's that they are a semicircle surrounding somebody that's mimicking what you do, Yeah, it's just like a real, like, stern faces. They're completely still. They're standing there, and it's almost like if you had the one eyebrow raised type look as you're watching someone and thinking, say something, because we're about to show you something. That person's hair could be up on edge, I would imagine. If they can feel that presence, wow. Alright, so let's leave them to it. So whatever this is that's playing out for you right now, collective, it is something to celebrate. It could well be connected with your awareness that you knew something was going to pan out how it did, or you were shown a calling or an announcement, or told something, whatever it may be. Could have had a reading, it was predicted, whatever it may be. So you've had awareness of like the bigger picture, the plan, or what's been going on. Others of you, it could be just coming out of the blue, and this is what's been going on in the background. But the main feeling is it's always been apparent to most or many or you or whatever, how something was always going to be or needed to be. So it's just the other elements playing out in the background. We keep getting this coming up in readings. There's something about either purchasing a property or moving to a new property, or change of location. Others of you could literally be going somewhere, so you could be going to somebody's house, or a meeting, or an office, or a building, or yeah, it's going in to see something. But it's almost like, yes, you may be aware of this or have an inkling, but there's something about this property that that you don't know. Either you don't know what actually goes on behind closed doors, but you're about to be enlightened, you're being invited there, or you're seeing something behind the scenes. But it feels like there's more. It's like, for example, purely, it's like going somewhere to a business, and you're going to view it, or whatever it may be, the reason that you're there, and then being shown around the building or the office, and then being shown an empty room, and then it's like, oh, that's a nice size, and it's like, yeah, that's your office. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, that's your office. It's that sort of thing. So it's a surprise being planned in the background for some of you. Others of you, you're about to receive something that you were told would be or would happen, but maybe you weren't so sure. There's definitely something linking to spiritual protection or communication, something like that. So you could have had a download, you could have seen a vision, could be anything. So it's like it's a reward for not giving up hope. So whatever that may mean for you. So if you're just coming into this stage, collective, know that this message is confirmation for you that as much as it may feel like you're miles apart from whatever it is you're waiting for or trying to accomplish, or so, that it is being recognised on a higher level, whatever that could mean for you. Could be loved ones in the spirit realm working behind the scenes. It could just be higher management recognising good work, something along those lines. It's people you can't see, let's just say. are making a judgment call in your favour. So we've got here the solar plexus, so it could again be linked to that with the awareness, spiritual strength and solar plexus. You could be even going here and developing training more. I am even getting remote viewing with this foundation and achievement, so you could be looking into something or going for training. You could have even seen something and not realised what it was you were looking at. Yeah, that's just for some. It feels like we're looking at either an office building or a property that you're going to be living in at some point soon. Alright, so we've got here the heart chakra, so a reward for good work or something that you've done or something that you've been committed to and stuck to, the consistency or accuracy or something like that. You've stayed the course. And so we've got here trust in your intuition. We keep hearing that coming forward with all of the readings. And then we've got the heart chakra, which is showing that you really have walked through that door, because it is the heart chakra that needs to unlock it to receive even more downloads, codes, something like that. It's a spiritual upgrade, definitely. Yeah, I even feel for some of you, you'd already passed the test ages ago, but now this is just the fine-tunes, manoeuvring things, people, place things, or acquiring whatever else needs to be done to get something in place before you're brought into the whole workings of something, or the behind the scenes, or the presentation, or the acknowledgement, or whatever that may mean. Alright, so let's see if we can get some more for that. So we've got here victory and success and someone putting out a call. So we've got here the Emperor. So the Emperor is someone that either, if it's not a person, it can represent a business of some kind, or an Emperor energy putting out a call or making a judgment call, having a higher awareness. This could even be yourself. We've got with the awareness some kind of group dynamics, but also a collaboration like we're seeing. This would be making the judgment call in regards to person, place or thing, calling the shots, level-headed, able to see a bigger picture, especially if it's their company, for example, or if they're the ones that makes the decision, judgment calls, calling the shots, whatever it is, some kind of work situation or working together, or a suggestion of. But again, with the awareness, you could have said something, done something, or brought something to this Emperor's attention, maybe that they hadn't seen, or they're questioning, how were you able to know all of that when you've got when you've got no way of knowing. So there's an intrigue there. It's like, is there a mole in the camp, or what was that type thing? And it feels as well with the Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, that it may be something that's happened on more than one occasion, which is why I was picking up the remote viewing feeling. So someone trying to lock something down with either a contract or an offer, and this is the Tower, obviously, as we can see. So it's going to not only be a shock for whatever this could be, if it was a contract, you wouldn't have even been expecting a contract, or deeds, or an office, or like keys to a house or a car or something like that. It's something that shows appreciation, which is why I was getting that feeling as well with the awareness. There was something around here that was saying like a gratitude for something done, and it's being acknowledged. The tower is also the changes that will have been implemented on the back of whatever this is, or to create space, or to change something. But with the Emperor energy making the decision, it's like, well, you brought something to my awareness. Yes, it caused maybe losses, or I was being stolen from, or that wasn't going to be a good investment. I would have lost this, but I've saved that, something like that. So it's like, let me do this for you, or something along those lines. For others of you as well, it's showing here that there could be some kind of celebration, and it just kick off altogether all of a sudden. That's, remember, we were seeing the spirit realm standing around someone, mimicking you, or doing something behind your back. You may not even be aware of the person, but whatever it was going on, there could be some kind of laughing, joking, or piss taking even, or celebration, and then something erupts, which is why when we was at this bit, we were getting that feeling of say something else, because we're about to show you something, that kind of energy. So yeah, something very humbling, and it's coming in the form of a tower, which would also as well, it's showing some it makes it clear for whoever is seeing the fallout from that. Well, if you were that highly connected, or if you were that protected, then or guided by your highest, how's that come about? We've got here the King of Wands. So the King of Wands could be somebody that this tower is affecting. It could be who it's about. It could be the King of Wands could be yourself, could be the person getting the contract. It could even be the Emperor, doesn't have to be. There's something about protection that's coming forward. Either someone is heavily protected, will be protected, or it's showing signs for others of you, someone that isn't worth protecting at this time. Foundation and achievements. There's almost like a sense of too good to be true. It's like you could be somebody that's been let down, and maybe you don't have much trust or faith in people, and this again is that because you didn't give up hope, but you continued to stay consistent, do what you're doing. This is the recognition of that. So it's almost like as well a gratitude or something in order to restore your faith in people type energy. That's for some. There's just a disbelief. We've got here the Five of Wands, so not giving up through the adversities, conflicts that were thrown at you. You may have stood up and stood your ground, or spoke in line of the truth, even if you were the only one seeing the truth. Let's say you've alerted something, or you've battled on, or you've pushed your way through the competition, or been able to stand out. It's like that one that's managed to break through all the others and light that torch. And there we've got the same torch there. So it's either this person causing conflict, and they're gaslighting people, let's say, or this is the person been protected without them realizing it, or it's you collective and you've managed to push your way through, overcoming the obstacles and challenges, but ultimately you were resilient and you kept going. We've got here the solar plexus chakra, so again something linking to your awareness and work. We've got awareness and 3 of Pentacles, so a higher perspective on a workplace situation or work dynamics. And then we've got the same here, the solar plexus, which is the awareness, the intuition, and the 8 of Pentacles, working on a craft or knowing your craft, or having a higher perspective over a dynamics or situation, but giving your input or that type of element. There's definitely something balancing out. And again, if you see this person's just kind of working away, not really paying attention to whatever else is going on up and about. Oh my look, oh my look, oh my look. Look, the semicircle at the top. There you go. So the the protection. So maybe that's it as well. It's like showing a gratitude for the work put in, and then it's like a protection around the work you do, or the information you found, or the new system, new way of doing something, or it could have come about from the unlikeliest of sources or something like that. It's whoever this Emperor energy is with this victory and success, they already know their stuff, so they know what they're looking at, but usually it would be their mind, their head doing it, whereas the shock is that somebody that's completely not related to their industry or their the way they work, or even any connection to them or anything, that they've come and given a solution or saved their ass from a situation that was maybe going on behind their back. Could be to do with finances. Yeah, I don't know how would they have known. Or, yeah, you place it to how it is, but that Emperor's definitely watching people at work. It's like, it's almost like if we were saying someone watching people working, they would be saying, well, look, you've got 3 people working on one project there, and they've got those 3 pentacles, and then you've got one person literally working on their own and they're tackling the 8 pentacles. So who's the more cost effective? So it's like, oh well, get rid of those 3, keep that one, or hire that one and pay them more, because it's still saving me more than employing those 3 that look like they're working slower, chatting, distracted. That one's got their head down, getting on with it. It feels kind of like that type energy. So whatever it is, it's going to work out good for all. Good for all. Maybe not the ones that if they did get fired, I'm not saying they're going to, or it may just be a shock and a shake up for them, or whatever it might be. Maybe they didn't like the job anyway, who knows. We've got here the heart chakra confirmed by the sun, and then we've got the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there is a truth that has been realised, that has come about, and whether there's an audience that knows about it or not, someone has made a judgment call and made a decision, and now it's being implemented. It's just maybe everyone else has yet to experience it, or for it to become manifest. Like we're saying with the semicircle, the spirit guides, it's like, say something else, because we're going to show you something, to whoever it is that's fucking around doing this, doing whatever it may be. Yeah, it's like that. It's either people and their decisions haven't been seen yet, and then it's going to come forward. Okay, so this can be family dynamics as well, family decision. It could be anything, work, relationships. These two could work together, or they could be in a relationship together, don't have to be. They could be family members. They could be enemies. Yeah, this could be the one mimicking the other, something like that. There's an adjustment that's being made, and it kind of feels as well, even if we've got two people on the table, yes, they may be, even if they're, like, say, business partners, that they're discussing it, it still feels it's down to one person. It's almost like, I don't know, you decide, I'm happy with whatever you go with, and or yes, I'll agree, but it's on you, or something like that. But it feels like it's good news. What am I looking for? All right, so I feel I want to just leave that one there, so that, because you're not ending any happier than Eight of Pentacles, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, and the sun. Absolutely, it's good news. So something that you intuitively always knew would be, something along those lines being shown. Yeah, too good to be true, or you're going to just be in shock of whatever it is. But there's definitely the element of gratitude or gratefulness, something like that, that is contained within the energy. All right, we've got here Knight of Raphael. Committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Number 7, the Chariot. Determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. And then finally, Queen of Gabriel. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Ta-da! Alright, so there you go. That's your little reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.